that part of the week?
Oh, it was a very big part of the week. Yeah, I don't think it's any secret out there in the competition in the last month that we've been easy to score against, and that's not what we want to be about, so we need to arrest it. And we've arrested it for one game, probably a half of one game. So we've got to keep getting better in that area because that was our strength early in the year and it's been a weakness in the last month.
Is that lack of forward pressure more so, or is it through the midfield?
Oh no, it's everything. Yeah, it's not. I don't think there's any one glaring issue. It's a combination of things. Every team defends with all 18 players when the time's right. We were making a few specific errors too regularly. We thought we fixed it a little bit tonight, but it's not fixed completely.
Did that focus on defence in the second half come at the expense of scoring opportunities at the other?
I don't think so. I thought we didn't defend as well in the second half, so we didn't score as much. I'm happy to argue that point, and you might have a different view, but the second half was pretty average footy from both sides. Richmond were down to only one on the bench for a decent portion of the game, and we're a bit the same. That translates into tired players, poor skill execution and ugly football in my view.
Still not convinced about the sub rule?
Oh no, I don't mind the sub rule. I'd prefer it if it was 4 interchange plus a sub. I understand the AFL's rationale for wanting to make the game less congested. The other reasons given for the sub rule, I don't buy one little bit. But no, I've never said that I had a great issue with the sub rule.
Do you just disregard the way the game finished off, given the fatigue issues, or was it a little bit?
A little bit, but I mean we're going to be tired towards the end of games in finals as well, so we can't disregard it completely. But I do think it is difficult for players subconsciously when the game's beyond doubt. But we pride ourselves on being a ruthless side. I didn't think we were all that ruthless in the last half. But if that's the worst of our problems, I'll be happy.
What's your take on the sub rule and some of the coaching moves, bringing back the long kicking and the hangers like we saw last night?
Is that what's happened?
I don't know. That's my question. Do you think that is what happened? Or?
No.
So
No.
what's your take on it? It's just that it happened really?
I just think the two are completely unrelated. I think that the game's trended a little bit towards more long kicking and more contested footy, and the sub rule's got nothing to do with that.
Just the injuries, it seems like a bit of fallout. Burns obviously in the car.
Yeah, we're hoping that's really minor. It's disappointing for him because he hasn't played much footy this year and he looked pretty sharp early. You know, he mounted a really good case to play last week as well, so we were keen to get him back in. We hoped that we got it early enough and we were really cautious with him. At worst it might be a 1 or 2 weeker. James Podsiadly got a little bit of a knock to the head, was cleared of concussion, but there's a slight risk that he might have some small sort of, I won't say facial fractures, but bone bruising. So we were determined to be cautious with him. And Matty Stokes got a knock in the head. All indications are that he'll be okay.
Hopeful that Pods has avoided that or whatever.
They're hopeful, yeah, but it's one of those things if they deem it necessary to have a scan, then we won't know until then, but yeah, they're hopeful.
Chris, when you, 6-7 weeks ago, whatever, when you want to have your best 22, or when you need to have them to play footy before the finals altogether, is that what you try and do, obviously?
Well, we are trying, believe it or not. I think we made, in the end, 5 changes this week, which is not ideal, but it's not necessarily a huge problem. We're trying to still pick our best 22 given a whole lot of factors. We'd like to think that we could narrow it down to fewer than 30 players by the last few rounds of the season, but we may get a few injuries going into a final. We need to be able to adapt to that. But made no secret of the fact that we're still searching for the right mix, and the right mix for the first final might be the wrong mix for the next one. So we've just got to keep, experimenting is the wrong word, we're not doing that, but we've got to keep searching for our best group.
think Christensen might be a nod to get a Tuesday's nomination?
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if he didn't. But I mean, every club says that about their players. I mean, we thought he was just fantastic last week and deserved it. He certainly deserves it again this week, but someone might play better. The fact that he's forced his way into our best 22 speaks volumes, I think.
rate Trent West's performance in the row?
Yeah, rated it pretty highly. We thought he was pretty competitive last week. He didn't get a lot of the ball, but played his role within the team really well. And we thought the signs were really positive again today. He hasn't had much of a go, Westy. In that respect, I feel for him because he's been playing well enough at VFL level to force his way in. But such is the way the game's played at the moment, when you're behind Brad Ottens in the ruck, and we've already got sort of two key forwards in front of him, it's very hard for that extra ruckman to force his way into the side. But Westy's taken his chance the last couple of weeks, and that's all he can do.
So Ottens was rested this week. Is he going to be come back?
Yeah, we don't say that he's rested. He's got a knee problem. I think in November we said that he's not going to play 25 games. It's a little bit unusual in that he had last week off as well. But if it gets to Wednesday or Thursday and his knee's a little bit sore, we're not going to play him. Haven't deviated from that for 1 second. Yeah, so he's a genuine general soreness. Like, I know you might not believe us. You say, well, you're just resting him. But if he's 100% fit and he's feeling great, then he plays. But he's feeling a little bit sore, so we didn't play him. But yeah, given that's the situation, we expect him to play next week.
Are you getting excited 6 weeks out? Every decision is heightened, the importance of those sort of things in the first finals game.
Yeah, I'm excited. The players are excited as well. We're not playing the footy we need to just yet, but we're very confident we will. I think we're a little bit excited, we're a little bit nervous. A few of the players are on edge a little bit because we have a big list of players to choose from, and some fantastic players are missing out every single week. You could argue that's a good problem to have, but as Greg said, stability is important as well. So yeah, it's exciting. For a rookie coach as well, I'm just got to make sure that we put the time in and we make really good decisions, consult all the necessary people, and hopefully the cards fall our way if we do the work.